It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Monarchs and the Armadillos, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. And tonight we've got a preseason matchup between the London Monarchs taking on the Armadillos of Mexico City. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Mexico City. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And what a big-time play there. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Shoves him aside. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught. Touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Monarchs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3rd down and 6. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side to about the 35, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
No score zone right here. No score zone.
He'll look to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down, 4th and goal. Sanders' kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2nd down and 4.
Brings us 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. He's got him in. It's his fullback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attempt. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd quarter, Mexico City in possession. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, as they've got it as we resume action. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Yeah, now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, you're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Steven Sims.
And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
London about set to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. On this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Take it to the house.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Fights through the middle crease. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
Make some good plays today.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on him.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. London about set to take over on offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And as a result, possession switches hands. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 24 yards the game there, another first down as well. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Armadillos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Berrios now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. One final goal for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to two guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden
and Charles Davis. Ready to go to begin this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down, it's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. The throwing again is Stroud. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. This is 2nd and 8. Now Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, White. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
White on 3rd and long. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they'll send out their punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's fielded at the 45. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker try on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So his 2nd field goal here in this 3rd quarter.
The first one tied the game, and this one gets him the lead. But you just have to wonder if field goals are going to be enough. At some point, they've got to conclude these drives with the ball in the end zone.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. London about set to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now White. And this will be incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's White. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his team... Here's a diving catch right side. 16 yards, a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Stroud sets up the play action. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Stroud to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. Completion good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Stroud. And he fires one, but incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
On the draw, here's Stroud. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The first thrown out for the backup, Keenum. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A 47-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Motion man is Barrios. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. As we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. 2nd down, it's White.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
White throw there, hauled in by Claypool.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Here's 2nd and 3.
White looks to throw. Short throw hauled in by Croft. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's White. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
2nd down and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on first down, White.
Short throw hauled in by Croft. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Nice play by Jerry Hughes to drop him behind the line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Play action. Here's White.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That goes for a gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He'll try again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Now White. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Monarchs are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Buying time is left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run with pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing now is Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got to stop, force the monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.